right, welcome to the Wiley Manager 3-minute crash course on how to get a raise, how to get that new parking spot, how to get more time off in vacation. And Bob, let's walk the folks through the crash course on how to ask for these kinds of things.
Just go in there and whinge until you get it.
The one who whines the most wins.
That's right. Well, actually, we have a little more systematic way to go than that. The first thing, Jed, that people need to do is they need to prepare for this conversation. So don't wing this conversation no matter what you do. If there's industry benchmarks or something else that is out there that talks about what people are getting paid and you think you're being underpaid, bring that with you. Do some research. Do some homework. Make sure you list out your accomplishments. Have some sort of idea what you should be asking for. And certainly make sure that you have some sort of number in mind, because you never know. They might look up and say, well, how much money do you want?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, wouldn't it? The second thing, Jed, is to make sure that you focus on the value that you add. Okay, so nobody cares that you think you're getting paid. You should be getting paid more because somebody you know down the block's next door neighbor's cousin gets paid something. Okay,
all right.
You need to illustrate the match between your salary and the value you add to the organization you're at. And you need to do that, Jed, without sewering other people. Okay,
all right.
So make sure that you're contributing to the big picture.
And you're also suggesting that the timing of this conversation is something to think about as well.
Yeah, you don't really want to do this right after your boss has been indicted in a grand jury investigation. Okay, so make sure that you make sure your boss or the decision makers in a good frame of mind. Also, if you've just had a particularly, if you just won a Nobel Peace Prize, or if you happen to just had a good performance review, good time to ask for money.
All right. And the other thing that all good salespeople do is prepare for objections.
Right. So what's your counter argument? Okay. So if they're going to say, well, you haven't been here long enough, or you just had a raise 6 months ago, or we can't afford a raise right now, you're going to have to give some thought as to how you're going to counter those arguments. And again, that'll be highly situational, but make sure you think those through.
All right. And for those of you old enough to remember Glengarry Glen Ross, always be closing.
Always be closing, Jed. It's important that wherever the conversation is left, that it's up to you as the person doing the asking to say, okay, well, what day are we going to follow up on this? Because quite likely a lot of these conversations ends up with a real good, solid maybe. All right? So
yeah.
You got to say, great, okay, so I got to go and check some things out. Great. So you go check those things out. When do we have to meet again?
Cool. And I think for the 3 ththings, we'll hang on to those. If you want to hear the 3 things in the full-length version of the podcast, check it out, www.wileymanager.com. On there, we have a full-on 15-minute version of the kinds of topics and the kinds of ideas that Bob's sharing with us now on how to ask for a raise. So go check us out.
Yep, as well as the full cheat sheet back at the website as well, Jed.
All right. Well, we'll see you back at the Wiley Manager website, Bob.
See you then.